In Switzerland, Carol is dashing through the woods with a freshly stolen diamond in hand. Her friend Alex is nearby with their weapons, ready in case anything goes wrong. However, Alex gets distracted when her boyfriend calls to break up with her. Carol scolds her for losing focus, warning that without her guidance, she could get lost. Alex quickly ends the call and returns to helping Carol navigate. Once they regroup, they escape by racing through the forest on a four-wheeler. Suddenly, a swarm of drones spots them and starts shooting. A high-speed chase begins. Alex drives at top speed, trying to dodge the bullets, but it becomes clear they won't make it without fighting back. Carol swaps places to take the wheel while Alex climbs into the back seat, grabs a gun, and returns fire. But still reeling from the breakup, Alex misses her shots, and their vehicle takes damage. Carol snaps her out of it, urging her to concentrate. Alex then pulls out a more powerful weapon and systematically takes down every drone. They cheer at their narrow escape, but their joy is short-lived. The gas tank has been leaking, and the vehicle breaks down. As they leave it behind, a drone appears and shoots, causing the four-wheeler to explode. Using the smoke as cover, Alex takes out that drone too. Later, they reach a mountain hideout where they've stored snacks. Another drone tracks them down, but Alex reacts fast and shoots it down. After their break, they jump off the mountain, using wingsuits to soar through the sky, taking in the view before diving into the water below. Some time passes, and in Paris, Carol finds out she's 6 weeks pregnant. She hadn't used protection during a casual encounter, believing she couldn't conceive due to a surgeon's misdiagnosis. Now she has to decide soon whether to keep the baby, knowing it's a high-risk pregnancy that will require calm and stability. That evening, Carol enters a shady building to meet with some criminals, while Alex remains hidden as backup. Carol hands over the diamonds, and after confirming they're genuine, the criminals say they've sent payment to her boss. Carol's annoyed. They had agreed on a different arrangement. When one of the men threatens her by calling over a vicious dog, Alex makes her presence known by aiming a laser sight at the man's chest. They back off, and Carol walks free. Later, Carol tells Alex she's done with this violent lifestyle and wants to leave it all behind. Alex hesitates, but eventually agrees. The next day, they meet their boss, an infamous underworld figure known as Godmother, at a movie theater. When they announce their plans to quit, Godmother just laughs and reminds them that no one leaves this business alive. Everyone who's tried has ended up dead. Determined to escape, Carol and Alex disappear into the forest to live off the grid. What looks like an ordinary patch of trees hides a secret entrance, which Carol reveals with a scanner built into her eye. Inside is their new hidden home. At night, they enjoy dreaming up future plans and dancing to old tunes. But things take a dark turn when their pet rabbit slips outside, triggering an ambush. Gunfire erupts as Godmother's assassins open fire on the house. The bulletproof walls protect them for the moment, but Alex notices that the gunfire seems to track her specifically. She's the main target. The attack pauses, but the rabbit's return gives away the location of the pet door. One of the assassins shoves his weapon through the small opening and fires again, destroying much of the home's interior. The women take cover and survive, but the rabbit is killed. Devastated, Alex cradles its body and vows revenge. Later, Carol meets Godmother at a restaurant. Godmother confirms the hit was only meant for Alex. Then she threatens to kill a cook by having her bodyguard point a gun at him, unless Carol agrees to take on one final mission. Carol reluctantly accepts, but demands $2 million so she can finally walk away from the criminal world forever. The mission takes place on the island of Corsica, and Carol is tasked with assembling her own crew. She and Alex visit Abner, a master strategist, to help them plan the heist. Their target is a famous painting that will soon be displayed at a convent. Since they don't have a layout of the building, their first step is to steal the blueprints. Abner provides them with contacts for a weapons supplier and a getaway driver, because Carol no longer trusts Alex behind the wheel after a disastrous incident in Poland. Next, the duo heads to a racetrack where they meet Sam, a race car driver in the middle of a heated argument with her teammate, who accuses her of tampering with the vehicle. Fed up, Sam grabs the car and speeds around the track with impressive skill, proving it's not the car, but her talent. After the run, her furious teammate fires her. Unbothered, Sam strips off her jumpsuit in front of the crowd and storms off. Carol and Alex invite her to lunch, where they offer her a role in the heist with an equal cut of the profits. Alex, jealous at being replaced as driver, acts cold and nearly drives Sam away, but Carol mediates the tension and convinces Sam to come on board. A few days later, the trio arrives in Corsica by boat and settle into a beautiful house that will be their base. They soon visit Clarence, a weapons dealer who runs a grocery store as a front. Clarence supplies them with all the firepower they need, and Alex finds herself unexpectedly smitten, flirting with him during the meeting. Since Sam has no firearms experience, Carol takes her out to a secluded area to teach her how to shoot. That night, Alex notices Carol avoiding alcohol, prompting Carol to invent a cover story to hide her pregnancy. Later, Carol gets late-night cravings and starts raiding the fridge. Alex catches her in the act and mistakenly assumes she's going through menopause. The next morning, Sam asks how Carol and Alex met. Carol recounts how, years ago, teenage Alex had run away from home, just like she once had. They met in Amsterdam while Carol was working on a diamond heist, and she saw potential in Alex as a partner. After breakfast, training begins. Carol and Alex put Sam through a tough routine involving running, swimming, and shooting drills. This becomes their daily rhythm while they wait for the painting to be delivered to the convent. They also enjoy lighter moments, like shopping at the market or visiting local bars. One afternoon, Carol quietly calls her doctor and confirms she's decided to keep the baby. That evening, her pregnancy hormones get the better of her and she bursts into tears after ruining dinner. Alex comforts her and insists it's not a big deal, eating the food anyway. Carol then decides it's time for Alex and Sam to learn to cooperate better. She assigns them to steal the blueprints without her. The next day, Sam heads to the renovation company while Alex provides backup from a nearby building. Since the site lacks any real security, Sam easily sneaks in and hacks into the computer using her phone to get the plans. Just as she relaxes, Alex warns her someone's approaching. Sam panics, but Alex calmly takes out the employees with tranquilizer darts. One man turns out to be only semi-conscious and manages to trigger the alarm. Alex quickly shoots him again, allowing Sam to escape safely. They speed back to the house on a motorbike, with Sam driving recklessly to get back at Alex for not intervening sooner. As soon as they arrive, Alex shoves her into the pool. That night, the group attends a local festival. Sam lets loose on the dance floor, while Alex shares a kiss with Clarence. A woman makes a move on Sam, but she gently pushes her away. Later, in a private conversation with Carol, Sam reveals she lost her wife and is still grieving. Carol reassures her that she's not alone. Her new friends have her back. Meanwhile, Alex and Clarence sneak off for some intimate time, but they're suddenly interrupted by a man asking to join in. Surprisingly, Alex is curious and convinces Clarence to go along with it. However, just as things heat up, the stranger sucker punches Clarence and knocks him out. When Alex tries to fight back, the man easily overpowers her and throws her onto the bed, attempting to choke her. But Alex refuses to give up. She strikes him repeatedly until he bends over, then uses her sharp nails to rip skin from his scalp. As fireworks from the local festival explode outside, their brutal struggle continues. Though she takes a few punches, Alex retaliates with a kick to his groin and strikes him with the closest object she can find. She quickly slips on her shoes and smashes glass all over the floor, followed by breaking a mirror. Both grab shards to use as weapons, but the man can barely stand since he's barefoot. By morning, Alex and Clarence dump his lifeless body into the sea. Clarence confesses he had a bounty on his head, but never thought his enemies would find him on the island. He apologizes for not warning Alex. They spend the rest of the day on a boat, getting intimate and enjoying the ocean views. Clarence also entertains her with stories about shady criminals he's encountered. Meanwhile, Godmother visits Carol at the hideout and admits she wants to replace Alex with Sam. Carol refuses to betray her best friend, standing her ground. When Alex returns, she tells them that Clarence's stories helped her identify the hitmen responsible for killing her rabbit. That evening, the team heads into town. Alex sits up in her usual sniper nest, while Carol and Sam approach the assassins, pretending to be dancers responding to an audition ad. As they perform, the men become so distracted that Alex is able to pick them off one by one. With their revenge complete and the big heist happening tomorrow, the women spend the night relaxing and bonding. On their way back, Carol finally confesses she's pregnant. Her friends are stunned, but fully supportive. Later, they meet with Abner for a final strategy session. The heist is scheduled for the next night during a major derby, which should distract the guards with the game on TV. The painting is on the top floor of the convent. Carol and Alex will escape via a hidden tunnel. Sam will wait in the getaway car, while Abner and his elderly girlfriend will run a food truck to sneak the team close to the convent without drawing attention. The next day, Abner parks the truck without any issues, and Carol and Alex hide inside decorative statues delivered to the convent as gifts. They wait inside, expecting Abner's signal, but he accidentally drops his earpiece into a pot of sauce. With no signal and time running out, Carol and Alex break out of the statues themselves. Complicating things further, a large TV crew shows up. The convent has been chosen as the set for a music video shoot. Now, Abner and his girlfriend are swamped with hungry crew members and are forced to start cooking to maintain their cover. Meanwhile, Sam has to move away to avoid being seen on camera, meaning she's no longer nearby for a quick escape. Inside, Alex quickly neutralizes the security team with tranquilizer darts and takes out a guard who charges at Carol. The two women take the elevator but fall silent when a couple of crew members step in. When they reach the next floor, they find it packed with workers. Carol insists they keep going, using the crowd as a distraction. They come across two guards blocking the stairwell and swiftly take them down. As Alex hides the bodies, Carol hacks the alarm system and disables it. When a curious crew member wanders in, Alex knocks him out as well. Carol then begins cutting the painting out of its frame, now illuminated by the video crew's bright lights. Another worker enters to admire the exhibition, so Carol pretends she's part of the set design. He buys it and keeps chatting while she works. Luckily, he leaves before things go wrong, and Carol successfully finishes extracting the painting. The women slip out of the convent without further trouble. The next day, the team celebrates their successful heist. Carol secretly makes a phone call to set up an undisclosed plan. Meanwhile, Alex tells her that Clarence is leaving the country alone. Carol does her best to comfort her heartbroken friend. Later, in Paris, Carol heads to meet with Godmother, while Sam and Alex wait in their usual positions, ready for whatever comes next. After Carol hands over the stolen painting, Godmother pulls her aside for a private conversation in a room where she knows Alex won't have a clear shot. She coldly informs Carol that she won't be allowed to retire, threatening the lives of her loved ones if she doesn't continue working for her. But Carol remains calm. She reveals that she already sent her coordinates to Alex, who is locked in and ready. Right on cue, Godmother's bodyguard drops dead from a sniper shot. Furious and calling Carol insane, Godmother is gunned down next. The rest of Godmother's gang begins storming the building, and Alex picks them off one by one with her sniper rifle. While chaos unfolds, Carol starts recounting the day she first met Alex, expressing how much she means to her. The police arrive on the scene, and Sam warns Alex to relocate. Overcome with emotion, Alex begins to cry as Carol tells her this was a mission she never intended to survive. She takes down one final thug before turning to Alex and telling her to leave and find a peaceful life. Just then, the police breach the room. Carol raises her gun in defiance, forcing Alex to watch helplessly as her best friend is gunned down. Overhearing police chatter about a sniper on the rooftop, Sam urgently tells a stunned Alex to run. The apartment's owner snaps her out of her daze, and she bolts, but the front entrance is blocked by police and there seems to be no way out. While Alex watches from a distance as officers carry away Carol's body, Sam remotely guides her through the building to a safe exit. Once Sam arrives in the getaway car, Alex climbs to the rooftop and escapes unnoticed. For years later, Sam shows up at Alex's quiet home in the countryside. Alex, who hasn't answered any of Sam's calls in all that time, still welcomes her inside. Sam then persuades her to join a surprise vacation. Sometime later, they arrive in the desert, where Alex is stunned to discover that Carol is alive, living off the grid with an adorable daughter. The police who killed her had actually been part of a special team she hired to fake her death. The three women share an emotional reunion and begin to embrace their new, peaceful lives together.